Good morning. So, this is a Great Ball Hobby A-10C, and this is one heck of a kit, I will say that. So what I've done is I've test fitted a lot of it, and then I've got this far where I put the. So I'm going to show you what I've done. So I built the cockpit, and why isn't it focusing, you stupid machine? Right, here we go, try this again. So, yeah, centre of the screen. So there you go, that's using the kit decals. So it's actually, you know, quite something else. So it looks the part. A little bit shiny, but they'll all be matted off and flattened off. So yeah, so that's the kit decals. Now, the only bit of filler I've had to do is round there, as you can see, and just on that little gap there, and then just round the nose there, and then on the gap there as well. So let's just zoom out really. So that's the only filler I've put there. I did a tiny little bit on the back there. There was a little tiny gap there. Nothing the other side. And the rest of it is just absolutely fits like a glove. So all round, just getting this far is absolutely bloody superb. The fit and everything is tippity top, as I would say. Even all the mechanism in there's a few bits to that, but it's a, you know, it is a really good fit. The wheel bay that goes in there, I'm not sure whether you can see it, but anyway, it's in there. When you build that, you don't even have to put any glue. They just snap fit. I've sprayed them white and the book just to highlight what you can see in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, I don't know about the front now, but I'm pretty sure they're grey, and that's what colour they are on the real thing. I put the tail vanes and the tail fins together, so you've got a solid rudder, two halves to the tail, and the actuator for the rudder and the cover. That all comes as one piece, so it's 4 bits that completes that. Again, you know, no issues, absolutely none at all. If you wanted to position the rudder, all you would do is just cut the little arm and then extend it or shorten it as to where you wanted to put the position of your rudder. Canopies. So the canopy does have a very fine seam running down the middle. Just basically buff that out with a glass buffer, and then that was that. It's got an internal frame and another piece here to support the hinge for the canopy opening. Crystal clear glass, you know. The seat, I've put the seat together. Again, there is better seats out there, but for a kit seat, you know, that's not bad. It's pretty detailed, even around to the back of it. So you could put a wash on that and get away with that. Tail planes. Again, just 2 holes, whack them together. No issues, fits like a glove. Right, the wings. So I'm going to have to go right out here. So the wings, you get the top and the bottom, the 2 ends, 2 wheel pods, and then the bits that go inside. There's some little boxes in there, and the same that side. Again, painted them white. They're not supposed to be white, it's supposed to be grey. There is a pipe that goes in the fueling side. That's here. It comes separate, so you just poke it in and away it goes in there. It goes in that side. You don't get a fueling panel, hence the reason why that's shut. There is no fueling panel, but it wouldn't be hard to build one because it doesn't consist of a lot. It's just a little counter where you push buttons and enter the fuel in, and then the circular coupling where the fuel hose connects onto, and that's it. If you wanted to scratch build it, again, what a fit! Unbelievable fit. Goes together. Now, I didn't, when I did what you get for your money, I said you couldn't open the speed brakes. I was wrong. You can. They give you an insert to put in there, 2 hinges, and then the speed brakes that open. So you can open your speed brakes on it. The flaps, I don't know, because you've got these sections here. I don't know whether you can lower them. It probably wouldn't be much to lower them. I don't think they're that complicated like a Boeing 747's flap system, which, you know, slot. You've got several sections. I think these just roll back and roll forward. You've got your chaff and flare dispenser boxes on the wingtips, and then I've put one on there. I've got another one to go on there. Then you've got all your rivet detail right the way down the back, and this actually fits onto this. Again, snug fit. I mean, if it wasn't the fact that mine had a wee bow in it, this is the only bit you got to do is round this bit, this section here. There's 2 pegs, there's one there and one there, and they go into the holes in the top part. There goes one, and there's the other, and then you just squeeze, and this is where the bow is. But once it's in, there you go. It's a little bit bowy, but once it's in, it's in. And same with the front. Trouble is, it just pops the rear out again. But once you get this all in, done and dusted, that's it. Look at that. Absolutely unbelievable. It's quite a big plane, so I'm knocking lights and crap all over the place around here. But yeah, that's good. That's a good fit. The APU, auxiliary power unit exhaust, basically that was looking a bit clumpy. If I zoom in, it's actually looking quite thin now, but it was quite thick plastic. And yeah, that I actually thinned out, so I had some bits here. It's just, so out of these 3, the middle one is the one that I used to just put in a drill bit, go inside that, and yeah, and that's what made that APU outlet a bit more realistic rather than looking like a, you know, something like a terracotta plant pot that was put on there. So there's your wings, that's your fuselage, tailplane, Now for the engine. Now here's the engine, right? This is it with the fan in. None of this is, the only bit that's glued together is what I'm going to show you. So basically, it's a nice looking engine. The depth of the fan looks to be really good because it's not right up the front here where it is on all the others. And they say that how you have to build this is you have to glue the inside to this and then build the casing around it. Being autistic, I've found other ways to do things. So, because the whole thing is, this is all one colour with the camo on top, the last thing I'm going to do is we're getting loads of masking. So, build it like this. So you've got this back piece and these 2 halves. Then don't stick, but put that on there. And then this cone, the ring, has got a little lug there. You just see it there. That goes in that hole there. So put that on there. And then you've got an engine. So you can spray that and camouflage it. And then you can do exactly the same here, spray the fuselage and camouflage it round there, right? And then glue that on afterwards, and then fit your engine in. So I've got the thing where the fan isn't glued in, it's just push fit in. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with just pushing that in. It doesn't need any glue. It's just a nice fit. And it just sits in there nice and snug. I've got to paint it still yet, but yeah. And so there's a quick way of getting your engine painted without having all the fan work in it. And there you are, you just blow the paint through there. It will cover the back inside of there. And yeah. A neat little tip to do both your engines. Now this again, hang on, I'll get a cotton bud. So this again, this is your burn cone. And although this goes the same colour as, it does get very sort of heat, not bare metal heat, but like heat stained because of the heat that this thing can get to. Poke it in the middle, you don't even have to glue this in. And this is a nice snug fit. So I've painted it black, so this would go like a burnt browny metal colour, and then just put like a sandy sort of light wash, and that should bring out the detail in that, and then the same for the inside of there. So all in all, yeah, even the canopies, like the front windshield, so you can see that I've done the brown tint and the blue tin. That's that fits on like a glove. Where is it? Here it is. Here, it's got pushed to one side. The cockpit shroud goes on. So where the head-up display sits, I was thinking of putting a blob of chrome. I've already done it once, but there was, you can still, this is the thing with silver, you can still see the line. So I sanded it. And I thought, right, I'll stick an extra large blob of chrome on there, and then that'll go like that. And when the head-up display goes in there, the chrome would shine through, and then you'd get the where that blue dot is. That's where the green tinge would light up on the head-up. So yeah, so all in all, it's coming along. Like I say, the decals went down absolutely first class. There's the joystick. I'm going to do it here. There you go. There's the joystick. Still got to paint the one red button, which I think is that one there in the top. I'll have to get me Warthog Thrustmaster set. See what colour to paint there, since that's based on the real thing. Bombs. I've only done one bomb. That was the LGB12. Yeah, that looks superb as well. Can't really fault that. I can't really fault the kit, really. It's just been such a bit of a dream to put together. So if I mean, hopefully, I have got another one that's I ordered ages and ages ago on pre-orders. It must be nearly a year ago now. But I've not seen nor heard light of day of that one, so whether it turns up or not, I don't know. But this is the one. So this is one I'm going to do. Like I say, it's not a build review. Well, it's a kind of review on how it goes together and stuff while I'm building it. But I'm not actually going to be physically building it, in front of you on the screen, putting bits in, sticking bits together. I can get along a lot better, and then just fill you in on the details afterwards. You'll have to excuse the noise, they're all waking up now. I did do this video once, but then I realised that I did it in portrait and not bloody landscape, deleted it, and then suddenly realised, oh, hang on a minute, I could have just edited it in landscape. Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, it's a superb kit. For what you get for your money, you are getting an awful lot of detail. This whole arse end is all riveted. It all goes together, like I say, like a glove. It's absolutely, 9 on near perfect. That's my opinion on it. Other people might get it and say, do you know what, mine's gone together, oh, it looks like a load of crap, and in my book, for me, honest opinion, it's the best A10 out there. I've built every single one of the A10s that exist, and out of them all, this is by far the best. They've got absolutely, I don't know what you could do to this that would make it any better than it is. I really don't. That's it. It's just ballpark, a great kit, fantastic kit. I'm going to have to end it there because the noise in there is getting ridiculous, and I'm not going to start shouting. By the way, there's me sea stallion. That's coming along now. It's getting ready for decals, so won't be long before I'll have that one up and running. I've actually hinged all the bloody rotor head things so that the rotor blades can fold back. Gimmicky, believe you me, I don't think it's going to last. I think that one or two of them are going to break off, but at the moment, yep, it's all there. And God, I'm struggling with this bloody throat. Jesus. But anyway, that's that. And there you go, that's the, like I say, the sea stallion. Just give you a quick butcher's by across, it's heavy, but there you go. And I've got all the A10 stuff on the other side of it. So yeah, that's the sea stallion, alright. Don't know what that is. A bit of white fleck of white paint or something got on it. Probably where the other half's been emulsioned. I'll have to get that off at a later date. But yeah, that's the sea stallion. So soon to put some decals on that. But it's not about that. It's about this. And although that's over there. Push him back over there for a bit. You watch it all come tumbling in the mud. That's it. Right, so there we are. So the Great Wall Hobby 148 A10 is a superb kit. I'll do another video when I get a bit further, and then I'll do a finish of what it looks like at the end. But at the moment, like I say, there's no. The only one thing I'd say to improve it, if you really wanted to, you could improve it with a new seat, if you really wanted to. But there's nothing wrong with that one. You can make that one better. The only thing I'd say is there is a gun out there. I think it's made by Galaxy. So they give you all this housing. So you can either have the 3D printed gun that goes on the end, or you can have the copper gun, which is basically the copper casing with the 3D printed barrels in the middle. They're not millions of pounds, but it's just more expense. But that's the only thing that I can think of that would just really finish this off. Is the copper tube for the gun on the front. That's it. Other than that, everything's just good to go. Good to go. It's an amazing kit. What I'm building so far is an absolute first class kit. So I'm going to end it on that. Take care. Like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. It helps me. It helps me to grow. And if you like what you see and you like what I've got to say, then give us a thumbs up. There's no harm in that. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you to subscribe either if you want to make me numbers go up. But and just a big thanks to all the subscribers I have got. Thanks a lot, guys and girls. There's more guys on here than there is girls, but thanks very much to both. For keeping us going and bearing with us and putting up with me. I don't know, that lot in there and them ones out there. Anyway, Have a wonderful week, people. Stay safe. More soon as it happens. So I will see you in the next one.